Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or should I say welcome back to myself, because it's been me that's been gone this whole time. I am here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is Playa Borinquen, gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I mean, it's literal paradise. I don't want to make this video a life update video because I feel like I've been updating you guys on my life, on motherhood and all that on my podcast, Taking Back Your Power, which if you guys want to check it out, the link is always down below. I've done a few episodes updating just on motherhood and all those things. As many of you know, my last video that I made was actually my birth story. I had my little girl 9 months ago, Evelina. I am excited to talk about today's topic, which is trusting in your journey. And wow, have I gone through such a journey the past 3 years, and I want to show immense amount of gratitude to the divine feminine energy, to me healing through the divine feminine, because I would literally not be here right now just the way my life is if I hadn't gone through a healing journey and began that healing journey about 3 years ago now. Trusting in your journey is so important, and I want to talk about this because a lot of my clients and the women I have conversations with, and especially those of you who can follow me on Instagram, follow me there. I like to do Q&As there, and a huge topic that comes up so much is trusting in your journey, which is basically, I'm not where I want to be right now in life. My life looks like XYZ, or I don't have XYZ. How can I enjoy this time, right? And a huge question I get is, I'm single, or I am this and I don't have this and that. How do I enjoy the journey? I always look at life kind of like a river, right? There's going to be times in life where it's going to be super choppy and the current's going to be crazy, and you're going to have rushing waters and, you know, overflowing rivers, and there's going to be times where the river's super calm and beautiful. Let's say you wanted to go to a river, and a specific area in that river, all the people told you, go to this river, it's beautiful, it's crystal clear, it's calm in this area, you can get in there and you can just float, and you take your canoe and you can park your canoe on the bank, and it's just the perfect place. You've been hearing everyone talk about it, this is amazing, this is amazing. You get to this particular spot in the river and you notice that it is crazy, the water's rushing by, it is murky, it's cloudy, you realize that it rained the day before, and it's just not the river that these people were telling you about. It just does not look like that. So instead of taking your canoe and just going down the river to a calm area, you decide, actually, you know what, I took this huge trip to come here, this is gonna have to be perfect. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna build a dam right here because this has to be just like everyone else said. So you decide to take a couple hours, all your energy, all your time to build a dam in this river, to slow it down because you want to swim in this exact spot. Kind of silly when you think about it, right? But that's what we often do with our life. We often get a bunch of energy, our emotions, and we want to make this part or make things work by force. You decide to build a dam here. It calms down a little bit. You're so tired, you can't even enjoy the river. You decide to lay down on the side of the bank and just relax. As you're relaxing, you realize the dam is falling apart. It's not very strong, it's all these rocks. You don't have adequate tools to make an actual dam. What do you know, all the water starts rushing by, wipes everything away. So there goes all your time, all your energy. What would somebody else do? Somebody who trusts in their journey, what would they have done instead? They probably would have said, oh, this part of the river doesn't look too good. Instead, I'm going to take my canoe, row my boat gently down the stream, and go to the area that has nice, cool, blue waters that I can swim in. That's what life is like, right? Instead of being super upset that when we get to a certain place, or where we are now, or the place we worked hard to get isn't exactly how we planned it out or we envisioned it, that's usually where a lot of people give up, or they do something crazy, or they're like, oh, screw this, I'm going home. But a person who is trusting in their journey says, I'm going to make the best out of this, and I'm going to go down the stream and end up somewhere. Who knows? I could meet the love of my life on the bank further downstream. That's how life is. And so if you're not in the place where you want to be right now, this is not the place to build a house. Don't build a house or build a dam in this part of the river. Keep going downstream. Trust that if things aren't exactly how you want to be, doesn't mean that things are going to be worse further down the line, or things aren't going to be great further down the line. Living our life like a bunch of milestones or a bunch of checklists only makes us not enjoy the present moment. It only makes us wish we were elsewhere, only makes us do crazy things, only makes us unhappy, and we cannot live our life that way. We have to trust that things are aligning, and the reason why this part of the river wasn't perfect or didn't look as good as it looked for other people is that your treasure is not in that part of the river. This is not your stage of enjoyment. Maybe this is your stage of work. Maybe this is your stage of relaxing. Maybe this is your stage of releasing. Maybe this is your stage of ending a bad relationship. Maybe this is your stage of quitting that job. Maybe this is your stage of enjoying being single, right? For other people, that part of the river could have been absolutely perfect and gorgeous. But if you start comparing yourself to other people and thinking that your journey has to look like that other person's, or your trip or your whatever, that is you not trusting your journey, not enjoying the present, not learning from your life, right? And when we go through difficult things or things aren't the way we wanted them to look, instead of getting upset about it or feeling like a victim or feeling let down or pessimistic or jaded about life, instead ask yourself, what are you meant to learn from this point? And I think a lot of us have learned a lot. The past couple of years have forced a lot of us, with the pandemic and all that, to slow down and really take a look at things. A lot of people have come out, this post-pandemic world, I would say. A lot of people have come out even better, even stronger, and a lot of people are still struggling. For me, I will say that the last 2 years have been ups and downs for me. Not mostly struggles, but quite a bit of them. And a lot has happened, as probably has happened in your life. I decided I didn't want to build a house in that. I wanted to keep going with my life and keep going with my healing journey and keep trusting. I gave myself time, not only through the pandemic, but gave myself time back in early 2019 to heal, to give myself time to be single, to enjoy my life as Isabel, as me, not as somebody's partner, not as anything else, not as a label, not as a person in a box, but as a woman in her divine feminine, in her goddess energy. And living life on my terms, not on what other people or society told me I had to do, but what I wanted to do. And I allowed myself to want certain things too, and to speak about them. Wanting to be a mom someday. That is something that for a long time I suppressed within myself. And I said, no, I have to be, like this, or I have to be solely focused on career. And now I'm allowing myself in my healing journey. It showed me that I could do so many different things, and I could be multifaceted, and I could be this person and this human being and not be put just in a box, in a label. If you're going through a healing journey, which I know many of you are, the divine feminine is the perfect place to start, because it is basically healing those aspects of ourselves that we have suppressed and we have thought is weaker than the feminine, and bringing in love and kindness towards yourself, and not necessarily healing to get to a specific place or to get to a destination, but healing so that we can come home and come back to ourselves and come back to our true selves. That's what the divine feminine taught me, was to just honor and love and hold space for all those things that to me seemed like far off, or seemed like something I had to be ashamed of. A lot of things I felt like I had to be ashamed of, and I had to heal those aspects and dive deep. A big part also in trusting your journey is not suppressing aspects of yourself, or not hiding aspects of yourself, or distracting yourself from what you need to heal. When you're present, there is no distractions, it's all there. A lot of us are used to living in a time, in a world of distractions, right? Our phones, technology. But when we come back home to ourselves, we are lovingly shedding a light on those things that we once thought were bad or terrible, what have you. So if you're in a place and you say, I'm this age, this is a question or a comment I get a lot. What do I do if I'm 35 and I don't have a career yet? Or what do I do if I'm 28 and I haven't had a relationship, or all these things, and I want children? These are those checklists or those limits you put on yourself. Society puts those things on ourselves, telling us you should feel shame, or you should feel worried, you should feel anxiety because you are here and you're not over there. And And that's not trusting your journey. If you are 28 and you still haven't had a relationship, or you're single, or whatever age you are, or you haven't gotten your dream job, or your business hasn't taken off, whatever it is, trust that you are meant to be in this situation right now because you are meant to learn something from it. You are meant to gain something from it. This time of you being in a cocoon, like I went through my cocoon phase and my healing phase, that time was not in vain. If I had not gone through that time, I would not be here where I am right now, physically, mentally, spiritually. So trust that all those things that you are going through are preparing you. In essence, I like to think of it that sense. They're preparing you, or they're creating you inside a cocoon. May seem like it's dark because it's the essence of the divine feminine. It's very dark. It's womb energy. It's moon energy. It's the essence of creation. That if you're in a dark place, you are in your creation mode, your healing mode. The new version of you is being created and gonna be birthed out of this difficulty that you're feeling right now. You just have to keep moving forward and keep learning, keep holding space for yourself, keep having grace for yourself. That is the beauty of trusting your journey. And things are aligning just as they should. What you have to do is start planting the seeds of what you want to bring into your future, and the way you do that is from the present moment. So that's all I have for today, my lovelies. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this video, it means that I am officially back on YouTube. I wanted to come back once I had a schedule and I could make time to make videos, because I didn't want to make a video and then not be able to come back for a while. So if you're seeing this, it means that I'm going to be uploading regularly again. So if you're new here, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and follow me on Instagram, and where you can see more of my personal life. And I'm excited for what the future brings to this channel, and me being in a new place is just giving me so much to reflect upon and to think about and to learn and to share. So thank you so much for those of you who've been with me for years and during this hiatus, my maternity leave, and for being back here again. I appreciate your love and support more than you know. Oh, and I wanted to let you guys know that my Goddess Reset program, if you're interested in starting a healing journey, my Goddess Reset program is on sale. Link is down below with a discount code. And my little girl is missing me, so always remember this, my beautiful angels. Your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!